Hey, how you guys doing? I'm Nate Anime and welcome back to my channel. So yes, I am back once again to make another all Itashas video. This is primarily an update video, just like the last one. It's going to be an updated list of all of the Itasha vehicles in Grand Theft Auto Online, but this video is going to be a slight bit different than the last video. First of all, this video will be pointing out some of the vehicles that are on this list that have recently gotten either a price increase or a price decrease. This video will point out some of the vehicles that have been removed thanks to a recent update that Rockstar has done to the game, where they removed over 200 vehicles off of the in-game websites, so you can no longer purchase them directly from the in-game websites and have those vehicles delivered to your garage. You now have to find other means of getting those vehicles. Well, thankfully, if you are a Itasha vehicle collector, only 2 vehicles from this list were taken off of the in-game website, and honestly they are kind of easy to come by, so you don't really have to worry too much. And then the last thing, of course, the adding of new vehicles into the game. All the new vehicles that have been added since the last video are now in this video. So yeah, hopefully I covered everything. Do note one thing though, I did actually take out the bonus vehicles from the last video because it just makes the video too long. So yeah, anyways, let's get into the first vehicle. Okay, so the first vehicle up is the Karin Sultan RS. Now, to get this vehicle, you must have the normal 4-door Karin Sultan, which can be found on the streets for free or can be bought on the Benny's Original Motorworks website for around $12,000. Once you have obtained a normal Karin Sultan, all you have to do now is simply take it over to Benny's Original Motorworks and convert over to the Karin Sultan RS. Also, keep in mind, when converting the normal Sultan over to the Sultan RS, you'll be charged a conversion fee of around $800,000. Also, one more thing to take note, this is the only vehicle that you need to take to Benny's Motorworks. Next vehicle up is the Karin S95. In order to obtain this vehicle, you must go to the Legendary Motorsports website, where you can purchase it for $1,995,000. Now, this is a next-gen exclusive vehicle. So what does that mean? That means that this vehicle can only be purchased on the PS5 and Xbox Series consoles, and maybe PC down the line whenever Rockstar decides to implement these next-generation features to the PC. Now, because this is a next generation exclusive vehicle, this vehicle is eligible to get HSW upgrades. So what are HSW upgrades? Essentially, it makes the car much faster than the base version that you buy from the Legendary Motorsports. So in order to get that upgrade, you have to go to the LS car meet, take it to House Special Works, and upgrade it for around $500,000. Now, as for the car itself, performance wise, you will definitely be winning races in this car. This car is really quick. And as for the design on the car itself, I think this car has one of the best Itasha wraps out of the whole entire list. So yeah, if you guys like this car, make sure to check it out. Next vehicle up is the Karin Futo. Now, unfortunately, you can no longer purchase this vehicle off of the Super San Andreas Super Autos website for $9,000 thanks to Rockstar removing this vehicle off of the website. However, you can still find this vehicle on the street for free, and it's super easy. There are also other methods to gaining this vehicle, such as waiting for it to become a prize on the Casino Lucky Wheel or the LS car meet, as well as waiting for the vehicle to become available for purchase at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsports, the Luxury Auto Shop, and the GTA Plus only Vinewood Car Club. But yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is. But don't worry though, this vehicle is super easy to find, so if you're interested, make sure to check out this vehicle. Next car up is the Karin Futo GTX. In order to attain this vehicle, just go to the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website and purchase it for the buy it now price of $1,590,000. Or you can increase your car meet reputation level and purchase the car for the trade price of $1,192,500. Now the difference between the normal Karin Futo and the Karin Futo GTX, this one has pop-up headlights as well as a hatchback. It's much faster and comes with more liveries, including the original liveries from the original Karin Futo. However, the downside is the price. It's much more expensive than the normal version, which you can almost get practically for free. And in order to obtain the Itasha livery and add it to your car, you need to be a level 147 in the car meet reputation system. Also, unlike the normal version of this car, this version of the vehicle comes with a livery that references the anime Initial D. So yeah, if you're interested in this car, I recommend buying it. Next car up is the Maibatsu Penumbra FF. This car can be found on the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website, where you can purchase it for $1,380,000. After you get it, all you have to do is go to any Los Santos customs on the map to customize it. Performance wise, this vehicle is very fair. I have won a couple of races in it, so it's not impossible to win a race in this vehicle. However, the only problem I have with this vehicle is the Itasha design. The front and back bumper kind of don't match up with the overall Itasha design, which in my opinion I think is the only big con. Besides that, the car itself is pretty solid, so if you have the money, I would definitely recommend picking one up. Next car up is the Remus. In order to obtain this vehicle, you must go to the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website, where you can get it for the buy it now price of $1,370,000. Or you can increase your car meet reputation and purchase the car for the trade price of $1,024,500. Now this is one of the very first cars on the list that actually has more than one Itasha livery. Yes, that's right. You can get the Princess Robot Bubblegum Itasha livery as well as the Shiny Wasabi Itasha livery if you're not feeling the Princess Robot Bubblegum livery. But unfortunately, in order to obtain the Shiny Wasabi Itasha livery and put it on your car, you'll need to be a level 162 in the car meet reputation system. Besides that, the car has pretty good speed and has decent handling. If you're driving this car in a race, you have a 50-50 chance of winning. So yeah, if you're interested in this car, make sure to pick this one up. Next up is the Ocelot Jugular. In order to get this car, you need to purchase it off of the Legendary Motorsports website, where it will be offered at a price of $1,225,000. However, you can get this vehicle much cheaper if you do the final part of the Diamond Casino heist as a leader and use this car in the heist. If this is done, the price will drop down to around $900,000. Performance wise, this car is excellent for racing. It has quick acceleration and very good top speed, and the handling is good too. Also, this car just sounds amazing, and I would definitely recommend picking up this car if you can. Oh, and before you ask about the spoiler delete on the car, yes, it is a glitch, and you can do it by holding your up or down buttons on your designated console or PC in the spoilers tab when customizing the car. Next car up is the ZR350. In order to obtain this vehicle, you must go to the Legendary Motorsports website, where you can get it for the buy it now price of $1,615,000. Or you can increase your car meet reputation level and purchase the car for the trade price of $1,211,250,000. The Itasha livery on the car has a very unique touch to it that I don't see in many other vehicles in the game. Performance wise, the speed on this car is actually pretty good, but I'd be lying if I told you this car handles well when driving. This car in the corners does seem to get a little bit loose, unfortunately. This car is good for drifting, but might have a bit of a struggle when you're racing, so if you're interested in this car, make sure to pick this one up. Okay, next car up is a Dinka Blista Kanjo. In order to get this vehicle, you must purchase it off of the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website, where it can be bought for $580,000. However, if you complete the Diamond Casino heist as the leader and use this vehicle in the heist, the price will drop down to $435,000. Performance wise, there really is not much to talk about this vehicle. It is in the compact car class, so it's not very often you'll get to race this vehicle. But it doesn't mean it's not worth picking up. This car is actually one of my personal favorites, and even though it's not as cheap as the Karin Futo, it's still pretty cheap in the current economic climate of GT Online, so if you want one, I would definitely recommend picking one up. Next vehicle up is the Dinka Kanjo SJ. In order to obtain this vehicle, you must go to the Legendary Motorsports website, where this vehicle can be purchased for $1,370,000. However, you can get it much cheaper when increasing your reputation in the LS car meet and get it for the trade price of $1,027,500. Also, something to take note, even though this car is in the Coupes class, this is actually a tuner's vehicle, so you can drive this in tuners races, but I don't think you'll be winning many races in the tuners class. Maybe in the Coupes class, because this is a tuner's vehicle, and tuner's vehicles usually tend to be a little bit faster than the normal average vehicles that are added into the game, so maybe you might have some chance in that class. But overall, car is pretty cool. I like it. If you're interested in this vehicle, make sure to check it out. Next car up is the Dinka RT3000. In order to obtain this vehicle, you must go to the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website, where you can get this car for the buy it now price of $1,370,000, or you can increase your car meet reputation level and purchase the car for the trade price of $1,024,500. So I have a lot to talk about this car. First of all, the Itasha liveries on this car. So, like the Unas Ramas, this car also comes with more than one Itasha livery. However, unlike the Unas Ramas, this one comes with 3 Itasha liveries. The first wrap is the traditional Princess Robot Bubblegum with a slightly different design to it, and the second livery is a very unique livery. The first time ever in Grand Theft Auto Online, you can apply an Itasha livery that has a male character on it. The character on the wrap is Sword Boy from the in-game anime Princess Robot Bubblegum, as well as another Shiny Wasabi kitty livery that has fallen victim to the reputation system, and you have to be at least a level 149 in the car meet reputation system to unlock and apply this livery to this car. Besides that, this car is unfortunately very slow, and the handling is not so good either. However, surprisingly enough, this car makes for a good drift car, so I wouldn't recommend this car for racing, but if you want to drift this car, go ahead. It's really good. Next up is the Dinka Sugoi. In order to get this car, you need to purchase it off of the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website, where it will be offered at a price of $1,224,000. However, you can get this vehicle much cheaper if you do the final part of the Diamond Casino heist as the leader and use this car in the heist. If this is done, the price will drop down to $918,000. When it comes to the performance of this car, unfortunately, it's not so good. On one hand, it has high acceleration and speed, but on the other hand, a lot of that acceleration and speed is lost in the corners when driving this car in races, which is a shame because a car like this, I would have expected better performance, but unfortunately, this doesn't seem to be the case here. But it still doesn't mean that it's not worth buying, so if you're interested, make sure you pick one up. Next car up is the Emperor Vectre. In order to obtain this vehicle, you must go to the Legendary Motorsports website, where you can get this car for the buy it now price of $1,715,000, or you can increase your car meet reputation level and purchase the car for the trade price of $1,286,250. So as you can see on the screen, the Itasha livery on this car is yet again another male themed Itasha with Sword boy on the side. So I do finally have some good news regarding the livery on this vehicle. A couple of months ago, this livery was actually made available through GTA Plus to be applied to this vehicle. However, at this current moment in time, it is unavailable even if you have GTA Plus. Now, this is a good thing and a bad thing because the livery was finally released, but it was released behind a paywall of GTA Plus. So what does this mean exactly? This means that if you don't have GTA Plus and you're not on the next generation consoles, you're not going to be able to get this vehicle legitimately, unless you go to the LS car meet and have a friend sell you their car with this livery on it. Now, if you're on the last generation consoles, unfortunately, there is still no legitimate way to getting this livery. However, there are glitches that you can do which are not going to be shown in this video or on this channel, but there are ways to do it. Anyways though, this car is still a good car. It's really good at performing. If you're interested, make sure to pick this one up. Next car up is the Ubermacht Sentinel Classic. To obtain this vehicle, you must purchase it off of the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website for the price of $650,000. However, if you complete the Diamond Casino heist as a leader and use this vehicle in the heist, the price will drop down to $487,500. So as for the performance of this car, it's not too fast and it's not too slow. It's pretty okay, although it will be a little bit harder to win races in this one, but it does make as a good car to whip around free roam. So if you're interested in this vehicle, make sure to pick one up. Next vehicle up is the Ubermacht Xeon Classic. So unfortunately, this is the second vehicle on the list that you can no longer purchase from the Super San Andreas Super Autos website for $812,000, thanks to Rockstar removing this vehicle off the website. However, unlike the Karin Futo, you cannot find this on the streets, which means the only way to obtain this vehicle is to either wait for it to become a prize on the Casino Lucky Wheel or LS Car Meet, or wait for the vehicle to become available for purchase at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport, Luxury Autos, or the GTA Plus only Vinewood Car Club, which is exclusive to the next generation consoles. Now, this does kind of suck, especially if you're on the last generation consoles, which is going to be 10 times harder for you guys to get this vehicle now. This is a very unique vehicle. It comes with a waifu pillow. This is a very unique vehicle out of the whole entire list. While you're not going to win any races, it's still a good car and it's a very unique vehicle. So if you do get the chance to obtain this car, I advise you to get it. Next car up is the Declasse Scramjet. In order to obtain this vehicle, you must purchase it off of the Warstock Cash and Carries website for the low and very affordable price of $3,480,000. This vehicle is weaponized with machine guns and missiles, and it also comes with a special jumping ability. But unlike all the other vehicles on this list, this vehicle must be customized in a CEO Auto Garage, Mobile Operations Center, Avenger, or Arena Wars garage. Also, just a bit of a warning, if you do not own any of these properties or vehicles to customize the Scramjet, be prepared to spend a lot of money when buying them. One more thing before we get to the next vehicle, I would like to point out that this car is a reference to an actual anime, as well as a livery to go with it, and it is from the anime Speed Racer. So if you're not feeling the Itasha on the car, you can just give it the livery from Speed Racer and make it look like the Mach 5. Next vehicle up is the Nagasaki Shinobi. In order to obtain this vehicle, you must go to the Legendary Motorsports website, where you can buy it for a price of $2,480,500. Now, this is the first and only Itasha style motorcycle out of the whole entire list. It is probably the most unique vehicle out of the whole entire list, and I have to say, the design on this vehicle is done very interestingly. In real life, most Itasha owners who have motorcycles normally don't cover their entire motorcycle in an anime wrap. Maybe they'll do certain parts parts and then leave the rest of the bike plain, but the developers over at Rockstar decide to put the wrap on the entire vehicle, which is just completely insane. So yeah, it's a really cool bike. I don't think it is the fastest bike in the game, but it is pretty fast. So if you are interested in this vehicle, make sure to check it out. Next vehicle up is the F-160 Raiju. In order to obtain this vehicle, you must go to the Warstock Cash and Carry website and purchase it for the buy it now price of $6,855,000. Or you can complete the Mercenaries DLC mission on Parade and get it for the trade price of $5,141,250. Now, fun fact about this vehicle, this is the most expensive vehicle on the list. That's right, this vehicle does actually come with some really cool features. It does have a hover mode just like the Hydra, and even has a stealth mode which allows you to appear off the radar while in free mode sessions. So there is a catch to purchasing this vehicle, and the catch is you need somewhere to store it. In order to purchase this vehicle, you have to have either a hangar or a facility. If you do not have a hangar or a facility, you cannot purchase this vehicle and store it. This is not a Pegasus vehicle. You have to have a place to store this vehicle. Overall though, I do think this vehicle is actually pretty cool. Despite being one of the most expensive vehicles in Grand Theft Auto Online, it is nice to see another aircraft in the game with an Itasha livery. So if you are interested in this vehicle, make sure to check it out. Next vehicle up is the Dinka Veto model. In order to obtain this vehicle, you must purchase it off of the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website, where it can be bought for $995,000. After you get it, all you have to do from there is go to any Los Santos customs on the map to customize it. So still, even after all these months and even a new update, we still are not able to race the Dinka Veto modern go-kart. However, Rockstar has added a very Mario Kart-ish game mode called Crash Karts, which you can now use this vehicle in. Still not a race game mode, unfortunately, but at least you can use this vehicle now. Next vehicle up is the Volatol. In order to obtain this vehicle, you must purchase it off of the Warstock Cash and Carry website, where it can be bought for $3,724,000. However, you can get this vehicle much cheaper if you complete the air defense setup missions for your aircraft hangar, which is a property that you must buy first to own this vehicle. Once you complete that, the price will drop down to $2,800,000. So unfortunately, I haven't really had any experience with this vehicle in online due to the fact that I have not really experienced the Smuggler's Run DLC, and the only time I've used this plane is in story mode, which, if you don't know, a lot of features from online don't work in story mode. But I was able to find out what this plane can do in online. So apparently it has the ability to drop multiple bombs as well as machine guns on both the top and the bottom of the aircraft. Also, the livery for this plane is different for both the top and the bottom of the plane, which I must say is pretty cool, and I can only imagine how much cooler it can be if you see this in online flying over you. So if you're interested in this vehicle, make sure to pick this one up. Alright, and that covers every single vehicle in GTA Online that has an Itasha wrap on it. Hope you guys found this video very informational. I try to make them as very informational as I can, so you guys, not just know that the vehicles exist, but know how to get them, know how much it's going to cost, and know the stuff that you're going to have to go through in order to obtain these vehicles or liveries. So yeah, man, it's really cool making these videos for you guys every time, because you guys just keep coming back, and Rockstar keeps adding more of these vehicles into the game, so it's really kind of cool to see what Rockstar is willing to add next. Like, for example, the F-160 Raiju. Did not expect an anime wrapped jet. Yes, I know we have the Volatol, the plane, but the anime wrapped jet was something I was not expecting. So yeah, it really is cool making these lists, and I hope you guys enjoy every time I do make these lists. But anyways, that's all the time I have for today in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. But anyways, hope you guys are having a great day today, and I hope to see you guys in my next video.